I will be doing a review for Dean Koontz's book, The Mask, kind of backwards, but this is what the book cover looks like. And it's one of Dean Koontz's older books, and it was published in 1981. So what I really like about this book is that it's not like Dean Koontz's more modern stories, like the stuff that he's written recently. It's got the different characters in it. The characters I found in Dean Koontz's other books, they were kind of repetitive, just a little bit. But I really actually quite enjoyed this one. There was only one thing I didn't like, and that was the ending. I thought the ending kind of stopped really abruptly. Now, I would recommend this book to people who kind of adults would really like it, and like 15, 16-year-olds, providing you don't scare easy. There's a couple of parts in it that freaked me out, and I don't scare easy, so yeah. It's still got his Dean Koontz's signature writing style, but without the repetitive characters. So I guess I'll read a little bit out of it for you. I'll read like an entire page. So sentence begins on the other page. She didn't even have the strength to crawl. She was infuriated by her weakness, for she had always been proud of her strength, determination, and unflagging willpower. Cursing herself, she slumped back onto the floor. Something's trying to stop us from adopting a baby. That incredible thought struck her with the same cold, hard force as had the forewarning window implosion, which had come to her in an instant before the impossible barrage of lightning had blasted into the courtyard. Something's trying to stop us from adopting a baby. No, that was ridiculous. The storm, the lightning, they were nothing more than acts of nature. They hadn't been directed against Mr. O'Brien just because he was going to help them adopt a child. Absurd. Oh yeah, she thought, as the deafening thunder and the unholy light of the storm filled the room. Acts of nature, huh? When have you ever seen lightning like this before? She hugged the floor, shaking, cold, and more afraid than she had since she was a little girl. She tried to tell herself that it was only She tried to tell herself that it was only the lightning that she was afraid of, for that was very much a legitimate, rational fear. But she knew she was lying. It was not just the lightning that terrified her. In fact, that was the least of it. There was something else, something she couldn't identify, something formless and nameless in the room, and the very presence of it, whatever the hell it was, pushed a panic button deep inside her, on a subconscious primitive level. This fear was a gut-deep, instinctive. A dervish of wind-blown leaves and papers whirled across the floor, directly towards her. It was a big one, a column about 2 feet in diameter, 5 or 6 feet high, composed of 100 or more pieces of this and that. So that's the little page, and that's all I'm going to read to you. And yeah, I like the book, so I guess that's it. So I will see you in my next video, and happy reading!